Jason Zone Vischer. I'm like, that's his middle name? They're like, yeah, the maiden name and stuff. That's sick.
I know. Everyone thinks it's fake, though, because, it's L.A. and,
Yeah,
know,
in the
Hollywood.
zone. Like, you never hear
right.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's my real middle name.
That's cool.
It's my mom's maiden name. I just sprinted up to the house.
Don't be shiny now.
Yeah, really. Am I shiny?
No, I think you're good.
Thanks again for doing this. You've had a busy weekend, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually kind of had a little bit of downtime yesterday. Got to go shopping a little bit with my mom.
Nice.
Yeah, organize my room a little bit,
Yeah.
It was a good day.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I need a day like that. I'm in a good mood because it's impossible not to be when my next guest is here in the room today. She's an athlete, a content creator, a YouTuber with over 200,000 subscribers. She's a Guinness World Record holder. She's a two-time $100,000 House of Highlights Challenge winner. She's a former college basketball player and a former high school basketball coach, and she's a role model to tens of thousands of girls across the country. She has the biggest smile, and she always brings the energy, which she's bringing here today to In the Zone. Jenna Bandy. Jenna, thank you for being here with me.
Wow, I am so humbled by that intro. Thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. That's you, though. That's all the things that you've done and much more, which we'll get into here on In the Zone. When you hear that and all the things that you've accomplished, even just some of those in the last couple of years, how does that make you feel?
Honestly, I was like, wow, he really he checked them all off, and it makes me feel really good. And also, I mean, the fact that like a lot of that is in my Instagram bio, it kind of makes me like, that's a big flex, Jenna. I think you should start maybe doing some charity work, some giving back, and I actually have that stuff planned out.
That's great.
Coming in the near future.
That's awesome. Well, I can't wait to learn more about that. Now, here in the Zone, you host a lot of videos. You're a content creator.
Yeah.
You can't just like dive right into the main event, right into the main course. You got to get started with some apps, right? Ease into it.
Yeah, some appies.
Yeah, some appies. Yeah, okay, I like it. I'm going to call them appies. Well, we call it starters here at In the Zone, and that's our first segment, starters. So all the way from your hometown of Thousand Oaks, California, we have from Minato Sushi, the jet roll with goma sauce. Let's go.
Wait, did you say the jet roll?
The jet roll.
That's my brother's roll.
Well, here it is.
Did you know that?
I had a feeling your brother is Jet. Yeah.
Are you serious? Okay, this is our favorite sushi place my family goes to. First of all, sushi's my favorite food.
Good.
And my brother, the whole deal with Steve at Minato Sushi was like, if my brother makes it to the major leagues, he will have a freaking roll for my brother. My dad like built the shelves in there. There's like a baseball bat. How did you guys? This is amazing.
That's right. That's right. Well, I mean, feel free. It's fresh. You can have it now. You can have it later. Whatever you want.
I'll have
no
it in
pressure.
a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. So the jet roll. So obviously you just told us a little bit about it and about this place and why it's meaningful. But growing up in Thousand Oaks and your brother Jet. He got the role because he made it to the majors, as you mentioned. He played for the Angels and the Brewers.
You've done your research, man. Yes, my brother, I was his shadow growing up. I have a twin brother and an older brother and an older sister. So my older brother's Jet. And anytime Jet needed someone to play catch with, shoot hoops with, he wouldn't ask his little brother, he asked his little sister. Because everyone said I stole all the athleticism in the womb with my twin brother. My twin brother is more of like the performing arts, artsy fartsy. He's a Spanish teacher.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
nice.
like he's all that. But I grew up just really wanted to be like my brother, and I totally credit all my athleticism, my skills, my savvy to my big bro because he never let me win in anything.
Well, and he made it pro, but he says that you were the best athlete in the family.
You know what? So it's funny he says that because in front of me, he's just poking at me like, you ain't nothing, but I guess behind my back in a certain way, he talks me up and really is praising me. And I did see that. That was actually a really cool thing. That newspaper article about me says that he's not the best athlete in the family. That his little sister, me,
That's right.
is. Yeah,
Exactly. So what was it like growing up in Thousand Oaks in the Bandy household, a family with a lot of athletes, clearly, and you know, arguably the best one in the family at it. Tell me a little bit about young Jenna Bandy and
I mean, for one, it was never a dull moment. I love having siblings. You know, fighting all the time. You know, have family meals, family dinners together. Very family oriented family. But yeah, just always doing something outside. You know, we couldn't have video games growing up. We didn't have soda. We just drank milk, water, and you know, we never went on family vacations because every weekend was filled with something, with sports, a tournament, basketball, baseball, softball, whatever. You know, so it was great.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Do you credit a lot of your success in your athletic career to growing up with so many older siblings and people who, you know, like Jet, for example, who were great athletes and pushed you?
Definitely. Even my sister and my twin brother, they were into sports as well. It's just not the route they took in their career and stuff. But yeah, because I was really always the only girl, you know, in the neighborhood, riding bikes, jumping curbs and stuff. My mom, you know, wouldn't ever dress me in white because I'd come back in grass stains and everything. But yeah, there's that culture I grew up around, that toughness really prepared me for high school sports, college sports, and beyond.
And your parents sound great too. Your dad, you said he built the shelves at the sushi place there. Is it true he also taught Tom Cruise how to do all the like bar tricks for the movie Cocktail?
Yes. So my dad, he's very coordinated, you know, and so growing up, he's from Detroit, Michigan. I guess he was just a bartender and he got bored. And so he started flipping stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And he moved to California. And I guess someone spotted him in the bar and they were like, hey, we need someone to train Tom Cruise in the movie Cocktail. And so the like most memorable moment or like the standout tricks or the scene in the movie Cocktail is the hippie hippie shake with Tom Cruise and what's the other guy's name? I don't remember, but my dad taught him the whole scene.
It's incredible.
Yeah, and I even know it, so because I did a little video on it. Because
yeah.
But yeah, so he's known as the grandfather of flair bartending. He kind of invented the sport in a way.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, and so I credit honestly that type of coordination to my dad as well.
Yeah. And I mean, the fact now that you do a lot of like trick shot videos that go viral, that's in the genes too. Your dad was like teaching Tom Cruise how to do trick shots, essentially.
Yeah, and
that's
he's
crazy.
very he's handy. So part of his tricks, he would make a little like a step thing where you step on it and the ice would pop up, and so he's now also a handyman. He makes props for the studios, you know, build stages and stuff like that.
That's incredible. Yeah. That's amazing. All right. Well, you, Jenna, are an incredible athlete yourself. You played high school basketball, college basketball. You still play in semi-pro leagues and great videos that we follow on YouTube and social media. I want to know what it means for you to get in the zone. And this next segment called In the Zone is about that. You hear athletes talk about all the time that place they go into when they are locked in, when they are focused, when everything else kind of fades away, when you feel like you can't miss. And there's a lot of videos out there of you clearly in the zone. So I want to know, what is it like when you're in the zone? Can you describe that feeling, what that place is for you, and how do you get there?
Wow, you're making my mind just go back in my head in these moments. When you talk about that, I directly go to my House of Highlights wins. You know, being in the zone, I feel like it's all about the preparation that you do beforehand. You know, I've really prepared. When I heard that I was going to be in the knockout and it was only from the free throw line, I was getting shots up. I was just free throw line, you know, and then same thing with the go-karting one. I was going to the place and I was practicing the race, you know, I was learning the line of the track. I was asking questions. But when it comes to being in that moment where I'm like focused, just laser tunnel vision, it's so, it's kind of relaxing in a way. I mean, you block out everything and you're just like, I got this. It's hard to explain, but it's almost everything is just silenced, and it's just you, and you're relying on the labor that you did, and it's going to come to fruition, really.
But for you, it sounds like a lot of it comes from preparation, being
Yes.
prepared for that moment so you can allow yourself to
Yeah.
relax, not be nervous, not
Yeah.
tense up.
And it's kind of like I've conquered 2 ACL injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my mind, I'm just like, there's nothing I can't do if I
Yeah.
put my mind to it.
It's interesting. I wanted to get into that because you
Yeah.
were a great high school basketball player and,
Mm-hmm.
wanted to play college basketball, but then your senior year of high school, you tear your ACL.
Mm-hmm.
When you first did that, what was that like for you, not just physically in the comeback, but emotionally and mentally dealing
Yeah,
with a setback
you know-
at that stage of your basketball journey?
There's something that I really encompass is my persistence. It's sometimes a blessing and a curse.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Pepperdine. I was getting extra shots up playing pickup with guys, and honestly, like I was already doing so much that week. I could have chilled, you know.
Yeah.
So that's where I tore my ACL, and I honestly thought nothing of it. It didn't hurt that much.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be a career-ending injury. When I heard the news, it was obviously devastating. I couldn't play my senior year of high school basketball or high school softball. I was a varsity softball player too.
Yeah.
And
Shortstop.
yeah. And yeah, it was devastating because I was kind of the talk of the town. I was the head honcho on my campus, the girl, all county, all that, all those accolades. And my D1 offer said, see you later. I was smaller D1 school. I really wanted to go to UC Santa Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, see you later. It's a liability. They can't invest in someone that's injured. So it was a shot to my ego.
Yeah.
Definitely. To go D2. But to be honest, looking back, like it was the best decision for me. And if I could tell like young athletes in high school about choosing schools, I understand like that the name, wanting to say that you went D1 and going to a big school, but it's really about finding that best fit for you. And then, I went Division II. And I had my own challenges.
Bay, right? Yeah.
Cal State Monterey Bay.
That's right.
Home of the Otters. And I ended up tearing my other ACL my third year, my junior year. And that one was probably the most mentally frustrating for me because when I was in high school and I did my first one, I was like, okay, well, yeah, it's because I haven't been doing preventative strength training. I haven't been, I wasn't strong. I was a little twig.
Yeah.
But then 3 years later, I felt I was strong. I was at my strongest. I was doing preventative stuff. And then it was just like a freak accident, both of them were self-inflicted. I didn't run into anyone. No one pushed me.
Right.
But after that, it really got things kind of, is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? Do I want to play basketball? My mom and dad started thinking about other things than basketball. And, I ended up fulfilling my 4 years of athletic eligibility, even though I could have graduated in just 4 years. So I graduated in 5 years because I had the medical red shirt.
Well, it's incredible. You came back again a second time, and you went on to average over 13 points a game, over 5 boards, and shot 90% from the free throw line. I mean, that's persistence, definitely personified, not coming back once but twice, and proving to yourself and to anyone else who might have doubted you that, like, you still got it. That says a lot about who you are as a person.
Yeah. I my senior year definitely was satisfying because when you recover from an ACL, you have your surgery and your doctor says you're good to go. It still takes like about a year to really feel like yourself again. Not just physically, but mentally, the doubts that you have. It's a scary thing.
Totally. I tore my Achilles not once, but twice.
Oh, the same one?
Same one.
Shucks.
So I tore it playing basketball, and it's probably similar, like I'm in a boot and I'm on crutches, but after about 9 weeks or so, you can graduate in your rehab to being in shoes again. You got to take it easy. And doing what I do as a television host and reporter, I was hosting the red carpet movie premiere of Guardians of the Galaxy. I was super excited, and I was so grateful to be back in shoes and wearing a suit. And I'm back in action. And I show my press credential. I walk onto the red carpet. The security guard is moving this barricade, and he didn't realize there was a metal bar that extends out about 18 inches, and he swings it back. It clips my leg, trips me. I fall forward, and I re-ruptured my same Achilles. But I was the first stop on the red carpet. I was working for Skype at the time, the brand. We had a live Skype call to a U.S. military base halfway across the world to let the stars of the movie talk to the real heroes and do all this. I couldn't leave, so I hosted for the next 3 hours on this, and then I got home. I saw my girlfriend at the time, now wife, and I broke down, and I just couldn't believe it because I had to have surgery the next day, 10 weeks to the day of my first one. So I can relate, somewhat to emotionally and mentally what that can do to you.
It's the emotions that are the most frustrating.
Absolutely.
Physically, your body, especially at a younger age, it's going to heal. It's going to do its thing.
Yeah.
But it's the mental doubt. Can I go out and play the same? Will I be better? Will I be worse? Am I going to live up to the name that I used to be?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard.
It's amazing. Well, it's kudos to you for coming back stronger, and now the career path that you're on. And that leads us to our next segment that's called Rewind, where we're going to take a look back at some moments throughout your career and get your reaction on them. So I want to take a look at this right here. This is a post that you did a long time ago that really kind of put you on the map a little bit, and I want to know the story behind it.
Yeah, this is it. When was this? 2015 or 2016? One of those. So I just graduated college in 2015, and I was like, okay, WNBA, overseas basketball. I'm not gonna do that. I've already torn both my ACLs. I gotta think of carrying a baby someday, So I was pursuing sideline sports reporting, actually. But during connecting, working from the ground up, I got approached with coaching at a local high school, a rival high school of mine, and I was like, I don't really know my time, my availabilities, just come. And you know what? I prayed about it, and my path with sideline sports reporting, I just was like, you know what? I think this is more my calling. I want to have an impact on young girls.
Yeah.
And so I was coaching. I was a JV coach in this photo here at Agora High School.
Yeah.
And that was my coaching outfit. And then I was playing in this league, this entertainment league called the Basketball Beauties as well. And it was a cool little league because they were all about, putting it on Instagram and the media side of it. And it kind of filled that void of not pursuing overseas because I still kind of felt special. I had a nickname, the White Mamba, And so there was that trend going on. Get you a girl who could do both. She can do both. And I posted me looking cute on that side and then me sporty on the other side. And it, you know what? It just kind of started getting reposted.
Yeah.
A meme came about it. Someone wrote, what was it? It was like,
I think it was a girl who can break your ankles.
Yeah. First she'll break your ankles, then she'll break your heart, or the other way around, And I was like, okay, my followers are going up, and then after that, I believe I posted an all sports compilation video. I'm playing ping pong, cornhole, hitting a baseball, throwing the football, shooting a basketball, and that got a lot of views. And I was like, okay, people actually this is literally just me. I'm being authentic to who I am.
Sure.
I'm a sporty girl, but I'm going to tap into my girly side as well. So that's really what started my following.
I think that's the key. Everyone that I've talked to is authenticity is the key.
Yes.
It's just be authentic to who you are. You're not putting something out there looking for likes, looking to blow up. It's just being true to who you are, and that resonates for a lot of people. And that seems to be the theme with a lot of people that I chat with.
Yeah. Especially in this world, I mean, there's going to be things like sex appeal that's going to sell and stuff like that. And when you hear the term influencer, for a while, that stigma, I hated it. I didn't take pride in it because it kind of makes you think oh, you're just being a sellout in a way. And so I understand my content, I'm authentic to who I am. I am tasteful, but I'm still very aware of my audience and what I want to portray. And,
Yeah, for sure. Well, this is sort of where some of that started, but now you're doing this pretty much full time. When someone says to you now, oh, Jenna, what do you do for a living? I guess it depends who's asking the question. What if you're at Thanksgiving dinner and a relative, an older relative says, well, what do you do for a living, Jenna? How do you describe it?
Yeah, so, this year, I would say I'm a content creator. I'm a YouTuber, influencer, and I would not hesitate.
Yeah.
if you asked me a year ago, I would say I'm a coach, and I also do some, social media stuff.
Right.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am full time. I am 2 feet into this. Literally, it was just a few months ago, in the beginning of 2021, where I decided, hey, I'm gonna stop coaching, and really, because I had one foot in with that and one foot in with social media and brand deals and stuff.
Yeah.
And it with COVID happening, the pandemic, it was inconsistent with coaching, and I was like, hey, you know what? Like, I gotta pay some bills as well, and coaching's not giving me exactly what I need for that. So I'm gonna put 2 feet into being an influencer, and that's my full job, full-time job right now.
It's taken off. I mean, it's been fun getting to know you over the years and really see this like rocket ship continue to go up and up and up. And let's take a look at this next one. This is actually your most viewed video on YouTube. It has over 7 million views and counting. Over 7 million people have seen this.
Oh, is this a short, or is this? Yeah, this is a short.
A short one, but over 7 million people have seen this. And
is there a draw, guys?
I think this shows off also that like
I did not know it was 7 mil.
Yeah, over 7 million people have seen this video, and you do not miss.
I was in the zone, Jason.
That's right. That's right. Look at the follow through.
That's honestly, I've worked on that. Like,
so
that is my little
Klay
like
Thompson
hold that thing.
Yes,
hold
you
that.
do. Look at that. You keep that follow through going, and it shows that like I mean, I don't know that anyone can do this. Like, you are a baller.
Wow. Yeah, I ended up winning that money, just so you know.
Okay, I think so. You didn't miss a shot. It seems to be another theme.
And that's against Chris Staples, you know.
Who was like a pro-level baller. I mean, he was a Harlem Globetrotter for a while. Like, that guy can play. Yeah, exactly. And you're taking his money. You're just taking everybody's money. House of Highlights, anyone else. Don't go in a shooting competition with Jenna Bandy. Learn your lesson, people. Please. That's crazy. So a lot of these trick shot videos you do, I mean, that's not necessarily a trick shot, but still you're in the zone. But you do a lot of crazy, elaborate trick shots at times. What's the longest you've ever been out there doing it? Because sometimes you're in the zone, you got it, but then sometimes it's got to be like, this is a difficult shot to pull off, or a series of moves when you're involving a lot of people. What's the longest it's ever taken?
The longest trick shot time, it was probably for my Guinness World Record.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, which was like, that was another little, so I'll tell you about that day.
Oh, well, actually, why don't we show our next clip right here?
Oh, my goodness.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jenna Bandy, back at it again, but on a special day. Happy Guinness World Records Day. Speaking of that, this is a 2020 book right here, and Josh Horton right here behind the camera. Hi, guys. He's in this. He has 17 Guinness World Records, and I'm trying to be in this. Mine, specifically, is the longest female football throw into a target. So if I can make a Guinness World Record for a sports trick shot, that would mean the world to me. We're about to head to the gym. Thumbs up for good luck.
We're all set for Jenna's record. We weren't really sure if it was going to fit in this gym or not, because her record is 90 feet to throw a football into a hoop, to a target. And so it has to be a squish. No backboard, no bank. The bank is not open
I don't
today.
want it anyway. I don't want to bank it.
I'm going to go receive.
Good luck, Jenna. Here we go.
I gotta warm up the cannon. Oh, man. All right.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear the story behind all this after this. How many it took for this moment.
The suspenseful music.
Oh, yes, the edit. I love this.
I want to see how long you show it.
The mark to beat was 30 yards, 90 feet, with no back.
Yeah.
And you achieved 90 feet. It's
Man, wow. That was back in 2019, like November, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so right before kind of COVID and everything changed.
Yeah.
So tell me about this day and how that came about.
Josh is like he already had 17 Guinness World Records.
17?
17. He's juggling
Juggling
Josh,
Josh, I
but
know,
he's
yeah.
more than just a juggler. Like
Yeah.
he's very good at all things, really.
Very coordinated.
Yeah, and so he was like, let's do this. Let's set up time where we're all getting Guinness World Records. We all had our own little things, and so we rented out this gym, and Chris did one of his. He had 2 Guinness World Records. He did one of his, and then I went second.
Okay.
Right? And I think we rented out the gym for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I was throwing this thing for like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
not hitting. And it had to be an NFL-sized ball,
Right.
and it couldn't bank in.
Yeah.
And like, if you see at the gym, like, I don't have much room to kind of like get a little like
a running
pro
start.
hop in, you know, like some momentum. It was a little bit tight, and we had it was a mobile, a portable hoop. I couldn't use it was weird, right?
Yeah.
So didn't get it in my first 20 minutes, and I don't even know how many I'm throwing, but probably like, I don't know, in 20 minutes is a good amount. Like,
Yeah, my shoulder's
60
hurting. just hearing
maybe,
this.
you know?
Yeah, at least.
And then we go ahead. Everyone's getting their Guinness World Records. They're right.
Oh, wow.
And then I now go last. We saved like maybe another 30, 40 minutes for me.
Okay.
We're like, I'm for sure gonna get it.
Yeah.
Literally, like, I'm about to tear my
Yeah.
from Josh told me right before I made it, he was like, I was about to be like, Jenna, like 3 more throws and our like rental space, like time is up.
Yeah.
You know?
Even in the video later, I hear them say, I think we got to get out of this
yes,
gym right now.
that's what the adjudicator said.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's his time as well.
Right.
And yeah, so that's why I'm like in tears. I'm like you said, I'm in the zone in the sense like, I'm not about to leave here and be the only person not getting a Guinness World Record. Everyone else already got a Guinness World Record.
Right.
And
you're
I'm
in all these videos
yes.
and like what? Yeah.
And I'm getting frustrated because I'm like, I can do this. I've done this outside with the wind.
Yeah.
Like, not even trying. I think it's the fact that it was like, you know, the pressure was on. You know, the guy is there.
Right.
He's making sure I'm not stepping over the line. You know, but yeah, that one took me the longest.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But it seems like maybe it was the most meaningful too, because when you finally hit it and the pressure was on, that was just, you saw the release of that moment.
And those guys are my brothers. And it was really like Josh that kind of like, that pushed me into the YouTube space.
Yeah.
And I mean, I get to say I have a Guinness World Record, you know?
That's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
And you collaborate with a lot of those same guys all the time.
Oh, yeah.
If there's one person you could collaborate with that you haven't, like a dream collaboration
Oh,
on a
I know.
YouTube video. You do? Okay,
Yeah.
who would it be?
Dude Perfect.
Oh, yeah. They're like
Their
the trick
group-
shot gurus.
Yes.
Yeah.
People have said, oh, I'm Dudette Perfect and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're amazing. I really look up to them.
Their like warehouse setup in Texas is insane. I did some stuff with Nerf, and I did a few things with them
Oh,
in
wow.
Los Angeles, and super nice guys, all like tight knit, and
Yeah.
kids freak out over them.
Freak
They
out
go
about
crazy.
them. They have a
Yeah.
great dynamic too.
They
with all
do.
their personalities.
Man, but you got to be patient to be in that trick shot game, because there are times where I imagine, like, how good does it feel if you're doing a trick shot video and like, second shot, I nailed it. Like, does that ever happen?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's
I've
gotta-
had first tries
Oh,
plenty of
that's-
time. Like, I've had the football
Yeah,
first try. I have.
that's
you know?
incredible.
Yeah, but then times, you know, and then also when you're the one that's helping a friend,
Right.
you know, you're like, all right, they would do it for me. Stick around, keep the encouragement going.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah, seriously. Do you have any tips for content creators out there? I know a lot of girls look up to you in so many different aspects. A lot of people do. You've been very successful in a short amount of time. Are there tricks, tips, advice that you would give to anyone out there who wants to get into the same space that you're in?
You know, I would say don't be so critical of the content that you're producing. Just get it out.
Yeah.
When you're starting, just get out content. Get out content. See what hits. Try different things. Find your niche and then stick with it.
Yep.
You know, I really pride myself on being unique and the fact that I am multi-talented, sports, and I feel I bring different type of lifestyle stuff, everything, you know, and there's not just one thing that I focus on. I think the biggest thing is basketball, but I still try to dive into other things to not limit myself. So don't limit yourself. Ask for help. I'm a little bit like OCD when it comes to having things my way, but you can do so much more when you're delegating, when you're getting help, paying a video editor, or something like, just get help.
Sure.
Surround yourself with people that understand and are encouraging, because it really helps.
Well, it seems like you've done a lot of that with this crew too, with
Yeah.
Josh and Caleb and Chris and all these guys, that you all help each other out, creating content, giving advice. How do you come up with ideas for new videos? Because you're always kind of got to bring something new and fresh, and someone hasn't done this before. Like, how do you do that?
It does take some time, know. How many times can you do this? It's more of like maybe adding on to something, like stepping back further than this shot that you already took, or maybe you can add another sequence to it. Maybe before this shot you juggle a little something before.
Right.
But yeah, it is. I don't exactly know. You gotta just, when you're around it and you're doing it, you start having the mind of it. So
I kind of want to get in one of these videos with you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what my skill set would be. I was like, I'm gonna nail this intro with no flubs, and then hand it off to you to do a trick shot. We'll see. I don't know, but that'd be fun. I want to see the behind the scenes process.
It's a fun time, you know. And then we're all competing, even though it's a fun thing. But sometimes we do it for time, or maybe we do it for how many times you could make it in a row. So you just try to think of different things that are impressive.
Well, speaking of impressive, this next video is very, very impressive, and maybe your biggest W to date.
Former semi-pro hooper who's a Guinness World Record holder for the farthest football thrown into a basketball hoop at 90 feet. So you know the girl's got range. Out of 1,000 notes, it's a Cali vibe. Jenna Bandy!
Jenna is by far, without a doubt, not even close, no questions asked, the most talented player here.
Broadcast boys, they're so fun. They're great.
Only time will tell.
You know what? I am the only girl out here, so girl gang gang all the way. I'm repping.
Mark has to be really sad inside to eliminate his friend. And damn.
These are some highlights from your House of Highlights showdown.
Yeah.
Did you miss during this entire run?
So I did. I missed my first shot. Yeah.
But
and then I missed my 9th shot. I went back and counted because I was like, I took 20 shots and I made 18 out of 20.
Wow.
And the thing is that I was like, okay, out of all these guys, I feel I'm the most skilled. I kind of, and I kind of got some trash talking about that. Like, well, she's a hooper. She's actually a college. Right. And I was like, yeah, but, I am the only girl. Yeah. But at the same time, you can bump. You can knock people's ball.
Yes, right.
Right? And everyone you can shoot a free throw. You can get good at shooting free throws as long as you prepare. I honestly, I 2 weeks before, I had COVID. I only had, so I was bedridden.
2 weeks before this?
No, so sorry. 2 weeks I had COVID, right?
Okay.
And I only had 4 days after to get ready for this. So I was just getting off COVID. I had 4 days to prepare to get shots up, and I was just getting in the gym on the shooting gun, and then I flew out to Atlanta.
Wow.
To do that. And so you could bump the ball. You can knock people. You had 3 lives, and I won with all 3 lives. No one ever bumped my ball.
Yeah, you didn't get out.
I missed I had nice misses. It was a good miss where it just came right back to me. I was able to lay it up.
The board. Oh man, when you see that moment again, I'm sure you've seen that many times. And like the moment when you clinch it and the confetti goes off and you give out that little scream, like. Can you describe what that was like in the moment there on stage on the court with the lights on and everything rolling?
Man, I just to have the opportunity to win $100,000 was crazy.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm gonna do everything I can to prepare for this.
Yeah.
Being there, and I was like, okay, I'm looking at the score. They're knocked down. And then it comes down to 3 people, and I'm like, I still have all 3 lives. Like, even if I mess up, I'm cool.
Yeah.
And then, what kind of like ice you out a little bit. It was after every time someone got out, you'd have to stop and reset.
Oh,
so you
right.
couldn't really get warm, like a rhythm.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit tough, but you
Yeah,
know,
it seemed real tough for you. You had a hard time adjusting to that.
If you see, I'm like going like this, blowing my, keeping warm. It was a little cold in there, but yeah, it bounced on the front of the rim, bounced on the back, and went in, and I was like, I really just did this. And then it really hit when the confetti came down.
Yeah.
Because there's no fans in there. It was
Right.
COVID friendly, you know. But then when the confetti came down, I'm like, it's me. I did this.
Yeah.
Like, wow, all my preparation, you know, the labor came to fruition. And it was a really cool moment.
Really cool moment. And then just a few months after that, they ran it back in a different way with another challenge, and you go and you win that one too. Obviously, yeah, people say, oh, you know, you're a basketball player. Okay, you still had to win, but you're not a drag racer. You win a drag race and go-kart competition. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, they invited me back to protect my crown.
Yeah.
And as soon as I heard what it was, I was like, okay, well, I have a little there's MB2 next, like close to me, but it was shut down. And I was like, I might need to go to the actual one in Anaheim. And I'm in California. It's still a trip.
Right.
My sister lives 30 minutes away. So 2 weekends in a row, I went all 3 days of each weekend. So 6 days.
Yeah.
I raced 4 times each day.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, go-karting, what do? I mean, you're just going to go inside on every turn, right? And you're going to go pedal to the metal. That's what I thought.
Right.
And it's all based on time. So I remember my first race when I was practicing.
Yeah.
I went in, I was in a race of 9 people.
Yep.
And it was best time, you know, fastest time.
Yeah.
And I felt good.
Yeah.
I felt freaking good, right? And I was like 7th out of 9, and I was blown away. I'm like, what could I do? What did I do wrong?
Right.
Pedal to metal, inside everything.
Right.
And the guy was like, you got to slow down on the turns. Like skidding out fast and furious isn't the way.
Yeah.
So now and then I started slowing down, but then it was a matter of not using your brake and actually just letting off the gas.
Okay.
So
right.
I'm like learning things, and I'm learning the line of the track. Some turns you actually want to start going outside and then cut in. Some of them you do want to just stay inside. So I definitely had that edge because I learned the track.
Do you think any of your competitors had been to the track, had practiced?
The second place winner, Cam Wilder.
Okay.
He said he was practicing, but at a different racetrack. But it doesn't matter. You still learn the skills, like shooting a free throw. You don't have to be at the certain court to, you know, you have
preparation.
Yeah. But what it was I was like, okay, the first day, it was 2-day event. The 2-day event. So the first day, it was all about solo time trials. And I was going 4th out of 12.
Okay.
So I was like, they're going to steal my strategy.
Right.
My strategy was you had 10 laps, and everyone's just going to gun it every lap.
Right.
But for me, I was like, I'm going to gun it, and then I'm going to cruise a lap. Because it's an electric freaking go-kart.
Right.
So you don't want to burn out your gas. You don't want to burn out your battery.
Yeah.
And 2, the finish line is on a turn.
Okay.
So I don't know if this makes sense to you, but I'm going to break it down.
I'm learning. Yeah, I like this.
When you start on this racetrack, you're starting at a more narrow, but when you finish, you're finishing wide.
Okay.
For the best time.
Yeah.
But if you're finishing wide, that means on your next lap, because the starting line and the finish line is the same line.
Yeah.
You're not getting the best start for your next lap.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
So what I do is you go hot lap, and then when you know that, and on your burn lap, when you know that you're going to set yourself up for your hot lap, you want to start wide and really get that momentum and speed to go into your next lap. So technically on my time trials, everyone had 10 laps to get their best time.
Yeah.
Technically I had 5, because every other lap I was just hot lap, burn a lap, hot lap, burn a lap. And I thought someone was going to steal my strategy, because on my burn laps, I'm literally like being stupid. I'm just like cruising.
Wow.
But no one really paid attention to it. And I'm like, if they paid attention to it and saw that I'm taking this really wide to go into it, they could have really competed with my time. But my time, and in racing, a whole second is a lot of time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to get the first. I was the fastest speed, and then I was the first person in the first prelim.
Yep.
Right? And I thought, again, they're gonna steal my strategy, and they freaking didn't.
No wonder you won. The preparation, the way you just described that,
yeah.
you sound like a NASCAR driver. You sound like Danica Patrick here right now. That's incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, the quality, the final race, Cam was on my butt the whole time.
Yep.
And now it's not about what I learned about speed. Now it's about defending. And any gap I give him, inside or outside, he's going to take. And I didn't give him enough gap to ever commit. And there were certain rules though too. Like if you maliciously spin someone out,
Yep.
you're going to get deducted like 10 miles an hour.
Oh, wow.
So I think
yeah.
he was in second place, $50,000 still sounds cool. So you didn't want to lose that spot.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Well, that's amazing. I can't
Thank
wait. I
you.
hope there's a next one of these too that you go and you win that and go for the three-peat. Let's go.
I know.
Okay.
If
MJ
I
got
do
a
that-
three-peat, you know. Kobe, let's go. Let's do this. You're the white mamba.
yes.
And I mean, honestly, talking about Kobe, I mean, everything I think that made him great, it was all about the attention to detail and
Yes.
preparation. And that sounds like exactly how you won both of these competitions, not just your skill set, but the attention to detail and the preparation.
Yeah.
So, White Mamba, here's our next rewind for you. Kobe Bryant.
Oh man.
You were called the White Mamba. It's your nickname. Your favorite player.
Yeah.
And you got to meet and spend like serious time with Kobe. What was this day like, and kind of the story behind these photos as we see you and Kobe together?
So the story behind this, I was actually, Mamba Sports Academy is 5 minutes away from my home.
Wow.
And I would go there, play pickup all the time. And my friend was like, okay, Jenna, you think you're cool now because Kobe Bryant follows you on Instagram. And I said, what? I didn't even know.
That's crazy.
I didn't even know. So I looked and he does. And I'm like, he's my idol. I grew up it was Kobe Bryant and Derek Jeter. Those were my guys, right?
Yep.
So I was like, DM, do I do this? Like the stigma DM is so it's so inappropriate, right? But I was like, look, I'm going to message him. And I hit him up. I said, hey, my friend just told me you follow me. I can't believe it. I actually go to Mamba Sports Academy all the time. You're my inspiration growing up. Like, I know exactly what I said. This is exactly what I said. You're my inspiration growing up. I would love to meet you someday. In this league I play in, they actually call me the White Mamba, And he responds, and he goes, I know, ... you're one hell of an athlete. I'm going to be at MSA tomorrow for this camp. I said, no way. And he goes, come through. I'm there from this time to this time. I said, could I bring my friends?
Yeah.
And he gives me the thumbs up, a little black thumbs up,
Yeah,
So I come in and his assistant approves that. It was kind of weird. I'm like, hey, Kobe told me to come,
right.
it was weird.
Yeah.
But his person that was there, it is. So I'm right behind me here are little bleachers. There's 5 courts, right? And there's bleachers that separate the courts. I'm sitting on these bleachers with Chris, Josh, and my girl Mia. And he's at the other end of the court coaching the camp, and he's walking to the half court and he's like, what's up, athlete? And I'm like, Jenna, do not trip when you're walking down these bleachers. He daps me up, gives me a hug. I introduce him to my friends. And then the whole time we're just we're talking like this, and he's still paying attention. It was pretty funny. In the middle of us talking, he'd be like, hey, what hand do you pass with? That's your left. Do it the right way. And I'm like, and then he's just talking to me, And what he said to me, he was like, my daughter looks up to you. Wow. Keep doing those trick shots you're doing. Live up the Mamba name. And he just was like, you got to come by at practice sometime down in Newport. And it wasn't very long. It was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we got to take pictures with him, and it was like a day to remember. I mean, after that, we made videos. We just met Kobe Bryant, It was amazing. And for the fact that he said keep repping the Mamba name, because in the league I play in, they were like, do you still want to be called that? I'm like, honestly, yeah, because he kind of gave me that that go-to to keep it going.
Wow, so meaningful. That's incredible that you got to have that moment, that experience, that he knew who you were, that he followed you, and that he gave you that encouragement.
Yeah.
I mean, and obviously with the tragedy on January 26th of 2020, the impact of that moment and how that will be with you forever.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I'm sure everyone, we know exactly where we were,
yeah.
what we were doing, you know.
Where were you that day?
I was actually with Chris about to go to Venice Beach and to make some videos over there, you know, and it was my mom that called me and was like, hey, did you hear it? I'm like, there's no way. And I actually messaged him and I was like, please tell me you're alive.
Oh.
I said that because a week later I was supposed to go to a practice and have a workout and watch the girls and,
Wow.
you know, Hanley Van Leith over there and even Gianna, you know, Gigi.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, obviously so tragic, but the impact that he had on so many from afar and you up close, it's really special.
And I mean, he was doing so much for the WNBA. I mean, like that orange sweatshirt was taken off, you know, and like, this isn't the exact one, but
no, but
like
the same, he put that on for sure.
He like what he was doing for women in sports, it was so exciting and just like, you know, everything he was about, not just who he is as a legend. Like, that's what he made me feel. He was talking to me like I'm the star.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, like, you're the legend.
Right.
You're making me feel this way. It was such a cool feeling. He was so down to earth, so cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Really cool. Well, he's obviously your favorite player of all time. Do you have any current favorite players in the league today, in the WNBA and the NBA, both? You know, who are players you look up to and admire, respect their game?
I love Steph Curry. You can't not like this guy.
For sure.
You
Yeah,
know?
he gets hot like you. He might be able to take you in a House of Highlights challenge. He may be
Yes.
the only one. The only one. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, LeBron. You know, for a little bit, I was like, I can't like LeBron. I feel like I'm cheating on Kobe. You know what I mean? That's
lot
what
of
it
Lakers
was.
fans felt like that
You
at
know?
first when he first came over. Yeah.
But I respect the dude. He's you know, Laker Nation. I grew up loving the Lakers, so you know. Who else? John Morant.
Yeah, man,
Holy
he
cannoli.
is crazy.
Yes.
Holy cannoli. I like that.
Yeah.
Holy cannoli, John Morant. Well, this is a good segue.
Yeah.
Because here is John Morant on
Stop
this
it.
pack of Panini NBA Hoops 2020-2021 trading cards. This is a game we like to play called Association Word Association.
'Kay.
We're going to pop this pack. I want word association, the first thing that comes to your mind when I show you each one of these
All right.
players. All right? So
All right.
do your zen, you take some water, whatever you need, right? I need you to just like,
All right, let me lock in.
all right, you lock in.
Let me get in the zone with
That's
Jason
right.
Zone Fisher.
That's right. You're already there. Here we go. All right. So don't overthink this.
All
I'm
right.
going to show you a card, and you tell me the first things that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Donovan Mitchell.
Dunk.
Okay. Yeah. Won the dunk contest. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA today.
Yeah,
I
he's
love-
explosive.
Yeah.
That's what I should have said. Explosive.
Oh, that's okay. I like the first reaction.
Dunk.
Yes. Okay. You got that. All right. This next guy we got is John Wall.
Swag.
He does have swag.
Swag.
He does. Man, I miss
The
him. He's
daggy.
not playing right now, you know?
I know.
Yeah. Oh, let's see a little John Wall dance. That was good. Yeah. Okay. All
Stop
right.
it, stop
That
it.
was good. That was good. All right. Then we got some good players in this one. This next one, Klay Thompson. Lights, camera,
Shooter.
action. Mhm.
Shooter shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. D'Angelo Russell, former Laker.
Lefty. I just think lefty, southpaw. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I wish I was a lefty. I just think it looks so good coming off. Lefty.
Okay. I like that. Oh, okay. Here we go. We got from the New York Knicks, Julius Randle, another former Laker.
Sports Academy, like Mamba Sports Academy. He was working out there in the off season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got to meet him.
Oh,
So that's
nice.
just like my first image that comes to him.
Cool.
And he's so improved. He's like really.
It's like Mr. Triple Double. He's
Yes.
become like the number one guy
Yes.
and really stepped into that.
Yeah.
Think about all the like former Lakers who have blossomed since leaving LA, whether it be Julius
Caruso. Oh my goodness.
Caruso,
Yeah.
Kuzma's playing great. I mean, Brandon
Lonzo.
Ingram, Lonzo. Imagine if they were all on your Lakers still.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. Don't get
okay.
me started.
Okay, I'm trying to. That's what we do. We get you started. Okay. We already had the starters. You got the sushi waiting for you. Okay, this next one, Duncan Robinson.
I'm gonna say shooter. I did a little thing with him.
Yeah.
So nice. It was like a Bitcoin 3-point contest. But
Who
yeah,
won?
shooter.
Who won?
And you know what?
Yeah.
Underdog, D3 player.
Yes.
In the league now.
That's right.
love that story.
Yeah, yeah,
Gotta
for
gotta
sure.
support those type of guys.
What was it like working with him? You did a video with him, you said?
Yeah, it was like a Bitcoin thing. It was so windy out. I shot trash, but
Yeah.
he obviously won it. He was really cool, you know, really down to earth guy. And yeah, like I said, I love his story. The underdog, the underestimated guy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one saw him coming, and now
Yeah.
he's a starter on a title contender.
Crazy.
Kendrick Nunn. He's a current Laker.
Ooh, you know what? I would say, what's the word for him? Like sneaky, like just like you would never think, but he's really that player. He's on the floor. He's doing the extra things. You know, that's what they need.
Yeah.
That's what they need is that extra hustle, the like doing all the hard work. I like him.
Yeah. Have you always been a Lakers fan?
Oh yeah,
Always.
always.
Okay. The whole family?
Yes.
There's not like one Clipper fan in the fam?
No.
Okay, all right. You know, you never know. Sometimes there's that one sibling who's like, nah, I'm taking the Clippers, you know.
Yes.
Not an F fan.
No.
Okay, no, all right. You like winners. Okay, I got it. All right. Steven Adams.
Steven Adams. I just think of the actor that he looks like.
What actor does
I can't say. I don't know his name,
is
but
it
I just think of the actor when
Jason Momoa?
Yep.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. Okay, all right. You know how many siblings Steven Adams has?
No, is a lot.
He has 17 siblings.
Stop it.
17 siblings.
All like full blood, like
Yeah. And one of them is an Olympic shot put thrower.
that's
Yeah.
sick.
So look out, Bandy family, okay, with the athletes, the Adams family. RJ Hampton, rookie card.
Oh, just what would I say? I would say like he reminds me. I met him before, also at the Duncan Robinson thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I met him
that's
at
crazy.
that too.
I just
a
pulled
word
this
for
pack. I got
him,
the two people in that video.
I would say coming up.
Yeah.
Coming up. You know, he's
Okay.
coming up. He's gonna be a player in the league.
How did he do in the video shoot? In the
It
three-point
was
shot?
he was second. It was me, Bree Green, him, and Duncan.
Oh, so the
Yeah.
NBA players came
Yeah.
in first and second?
I know. I'm
Oh,
like
yeah.
in the wind. Like I'm just like, all right, you guys. Yeah.
Okay. And the last card, Zion Williamson.
Oh my gosh, explosive. That's
Yeah.
the word for him.
Big time.
I mean, he's like getting bigger by the
Well,
day.
Yeah.
I don't know
he
how
is,
he's
but-
moving.
right. He's getting
Athletic
bigger. Right.
monstrosity. That's him.
He is. They need him back on the court
Yeah.
healthy. He's got to stay healthy.
He's gotta
'cause
stay
I think
healthy.
that's the problem. He's
Yeah.
been getting bigger by the day.
Yeah.
But that was fun. That was
That was
fun
good, that
playing
was
that
good.
with you. Now, I collect a lot of different things like Panini trading cards, like homage t-shirts. I got hundreds of those,
Okay.
sneakers, jerseys. This segment called Cool Calm Collected. I
Yeah.
want to know, Jenna Bandy, what do you collect?
You know, I don't have anything specific that I'm like, oh, I gotta go to this and collect it. Like, go get it. Wait in line.
Right.
You told me about this segment, and I'm like, what do I have most of? And I would say shoes, even though I wouldn't be like, I'm a sneakerhead. But
Yeah.
I do collect shoes in a way. Should I get them?
Yeah, let's see
Alright,
him. Let's
do it.
see him. Yeah.
So I would my most like bought shoe is the all white Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
But these ones in particular, I got right before my 100K knockout
wow.
showdown.
Yeah.
And so they created these for all of us, and they customized them. So they
Oh,
have
sick.
Cal State Monterey Bay. Nothing's
Yeah.
nothing's hotter than an otter.
I
You
love
know,
that.
we got the little otter, and that just kind of reminds me, like, remember where you're from.
Yeah.
Division II. You know, it's just kind of like that. Keep me rooted. You know, I'm you know, and then
love that.
over here. The Follow Through with Clips and Drew is another podcast, and it's just about like, you know, I support my friends.
Also, the follow through. I saw that
And the
shot. Your
follow-through.
form. You are the follow through. Yeah,
Thank
for
you.
sure.
And then on this side is the football into the basket, the Guinness World Record.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I
so-
see this?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. The football into the basket.
And then the little H on the back of it for the House of Highlights.
House of Highlights. Bandy Buckets.
Bandy Buckets is what I wore.
You got a lot of nicknames.
yeah.
Oh, these are cool. Do you
Yeah.
rock these, or are these like
No,
special
I
and you
put
like
these
keeping them
on my desk.
on display?
Yeah, put them
Yeah.
on display.
I love those.
Now I got to add to it. I got to add a little go-kart.
I think you got to add in the zone on there.
In the
'cause now you're in the
zone.
zone.
In the
Let's
zone.
go.
Yes,
That's
I
right.
will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are cool. Well, thank you for bringing that. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Those are smooth. I like those. Our final segment here on In the Zone is brought to us by our friends over at Homage T-shirts, my favorite T-shirt company, softest in the
Nice.
game. Yeah, high thread count. Love them. Very, very snuggly. I love them. And they're all about storytelling, and we are too here at In the Zone. And Jenna, we've been recapping your incredible career, and the best part is you're just getting started, which is
Yeah.
amazing. I can't wait for what's next. But I want to know all the success that you've had up to this point in your life and your career. If you can pay homage to one person who's helped pave the way for your success, whether it be a friend, a family mentor, a collaborator, a mentor, or someone you've never even met before, but it
Yeah.
just inspired you from afar. Jenna Bandy, who do you want to pay homage to?
I want to pay homage to Juggling Josh Horton.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him and like his belief in what he saw in me, I would not be a YouTuber, a creator. I would have still kind of like, oh, like that's kind of frowned upon. Like you're not, he really like he showed me that not only is it something that I would be great at, but that it is feasible. Like he is taking care of his wife. Now he has a little kid and this is his livelihood. So he really just like, he proved it to me and he believed in me. And so, of course I would pay homage to my mom as well and my big brother.
Yeah.
And probably even Kobe. But like when it comes to the career that I am investing in right now, it's Josh Horton all the way.
That's
so
awesome.
Thank you so much, Josh. Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you, Josh, for paving the way, paying it forward. And I know that
Yeah.
so many people are looking up to you now. So many young girls, you're doing so much to give back to all of them too.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people who I think hopefully one day will be in that same chair and they're going to pay homage to you, Jenna Bandy.
Thank you.
And I'm paying homage to you, leaving you with a limited edition Jenna Bandy In the Zone trading card. Here you go.
How cute is this?
We only made 5 of these, and we're going to have you autograph all 5.
Let's go.
One of them is for you. One is going to go right here on our wall of fame with all of our other guests.
I saw that earlier. I was like, I gotta get up there. How do I get up there?
You're on it. You're up there now. You did it. You got in the zone. And the rest we are going to have you sign and give them away to our fans and followers on social media. So make sure to follow Jenna, follow In the Zone as well, and you have a chance to win one of these autographed Jenna Bandy cards. Jenna, thank you for coming and getting in the zone with us here today.
I really appreciate it. I had a great time.
Good, I'm glad.
you.
Well, now you can
Thank
enjoy
you.
the jet roll on your way out, all right? You didn't have
That
to
sounds
eat it on
great.
camera, but we got you. Yeah.
Thank you.
With the sauce, too. You got to get the sauce
Oh,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Some wasabi too.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jenna.
Thank you guys. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you, Jason. I'm telling you, this is so thought out.